Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons & Dragons! Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes ventured forth to explore strange new lands. Gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers and join them on a quest to make absolute fools of themselves! This is Botched, a D&D podcast!
Previously on Botched.
Drunk girls. Drunk girls. Drunk girls.
My friends are dead, but fuck them. I'm not. I'm the prettiest girl at the ball. I'm the Bella de Ball. They keep me in a cage.
Welcome back, junior researchers, to the 32nd episode in our 9th season of Botched. Thank you so much for tuning in again. We are going to be starting a little while after we left off last time in, did I not?
Wyoming.
Wyomingites.
Yes, I did. I wrote it at the bottom of the page instead of the top of the page for some reason. We are going to be starting in the small, secluded town of Sundance, Wyoming, with a bunch of fucking randos who are just existing in this town. And it is a town that's surrounded on all sides by heavy forested areas, so you're pretty much completely secluded. There are obviously roads that go in and out, but for the most part, they keep to themselves. There are constant nightly issues with the power grid in terms of it, going down, being very inefficient and unreliable. And you've experienced this pretty much every day for the last, 10 years.
Oh, man.
It's just nobody ever bothers to fix it or look into it or anything like that. You just get used to it. But I want to see who are my 3 yahoos in Sundance, Wyoming. And I was promised that I would hate Phil's character. And spoilers, I don't even know what it is and I hate it. So let's start with you, asshole.
Hey, it's nice to meet you. My name's Big Papa Piggy. I'm the local hog farmer here up in Wyoming.
Big Papa Piggy.
Big Papa Piggy. Hog in hog farmer. My real name is General, but
General?
Gerald.
Oh, Gerald.
Jefferson Davis.
My real name is General Jefferson Davis.
My real name is Dennis Lee Robinson. I
love
me
donuts
Big Pocket Pig.
and pigs. They call me Pocket Pig.
They say you can't put lipstick on a pig, but I do. And I sell them so good.
They sell better with the lipstick.
And a little wig.
It gets lonely out here.
I don't know if you know this, but pigs can pucker up real good.
Yeah, who knows what happens when the power goes out? It's so dark out here.
It gets cold, and pigs are so warm.
Pig
cuddle
flesh
with.
and human flesh ain't that different.
Insides are pretty similar, too. I hear you can use their kidneys as human kidneys.
Wakey, wakey.
And if it gets real cold, you can cut
Peg
one open and
this
sleep inside it.
Peg this bakey. Peg me, bakey.
I don't know what that means.
So, nowhere to go there but up, I suppose, I hope. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Tristan.
Well, I'll be called Larry Brundolph, and I've been...
Larry Brundolph?
Brundolph. And I've been running this general store through generations of my Brundolph family come down to me ever since the Dahmer party passed through town about 100 and some years ago, I do believe, on their way to the Rocky Mountains. So that's why we sell Dahmer party merchandise up here in the Brundolph General Store.
Oh, okay.
What's with the covered wagons coming through Wyoming with the many state forests here we have now, state forest. Previously just called forest.
Sure.
Never did need too much for electricity. I got me one of them there cash boxes with the key, and we have lots of candles here at the general store.
Okay. Lastly, Stephen.
Oh, hey there. My name is Clem de la Clem.
I feel like at least 60% of the time your character's name is Clem.
I don't think I've ever had a character named Clem before.
It just feels true.
There was Clem
so I'm going to
Dango.
say that it is.
Oh, it's one of them arguments from emotion, I see. Yes. Well, my name's Clem de la Clem, and I run the local hot meat dispensary attached to the general store. He was kind enough to give me a little spot and give me a hot plate to heat my oil on in my galvanized tub where I throw my pork bits. But we did a little brand synergy, you know, and since Big Papa Piggy's pork is very similar to human meat. They call it long pork, the human meat. We decided to go ahead and do a little Donner Party theme menu. Okay, only meat dispensary in the Upper West Wyoming area where you can get a genuine Donner Party bits. Okay, you come in, you lay down $5, and I'll give you a bag of bits that'll get you all the way to the Northwest Passage.
And on holidays, we play Pick the Piggy. If you were a connoisseur, you could figure out, is this pork or is it not?
That's right.
If you get worms, it's a raccoon. So, all right.
Not if you cook the raccoon good enough.
Okay. So it is, I would say, mid-fall. Pretty chilly.
Yeah.
A little snow here and there, but
Put on my bearskin coat.
still normal for you guys to go out and about. You're not just sealed up in your houses every fucking day. So let's just get started. It's about, I'm going to say 4 in the afternoon or 4 in the evening. The sun's starting to get a little low. Where are each of you located? What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to close down shop here real soon as it's getting late. 4:30. About time to be done.
Yeah, because all the power's going to go out anyways.
Power going to go out. No one, everybody does their shopping during the day. Who come at night?
That's fair.
So I guess I'm counting the till, locking up my doors, getting the last of the piggy bits out the fryer from Clem de la Clem's Piggy Shack.
Sure.
And we're going to make some day-old stale bread piggy bit open face sandwich.
That's right. We use the crackling for our famous crackling croutons.
Okay.
And I break down the meat tub, you know, as I usually do. Got to get it cooled down real quick. So I throw water over it and then I back up real fast. As always, it's safe. There's a drain in the floor. We just push it in there.
Yep, the grease just go down into the earth.
Okay.
I'm finishing painting the toenails.
From whence it came.
Of my hogs.
Okay.
Because I can't do it by candlelight. They say I don't do it good enough.
What
The
are you
pigs
doing
say?
with your hogs? Where do they stay? In your bed?
Paint their toenails.
You're painting their
Their
toes.
hooves.
Out front of the general store.
Yeah.
Out front of the general store. So
it's
you
like
how many hogs you
be
got?
quiet. Let me finish talking. I got one of those old-fashioned. What do they call it? Shoe shine sit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the hogs sit up
Sit
on the
in the
chairs.
box.
They put their hooves down, and then I clean up their hooves and put a little paint on them and make them sparkle. See? So when I do take them to auction, I can get a little bit more money. Now the ones that don't
Little
like
lipstick, little rouge.
the ones that don't like it and don't sell at auction, that's the ones we take over to Clem so that he can make them in a different
Delicious.
way. Beautiful. You know.
And he used to, his father owned a salon,
That's
I
right.
do recall, which is why he got so good at shining toenails and whatnot.
Yeah, I
And
learned
his
that.
mama was the farmer. His daddy was an esthetician.
Yeah, it's, not traditional Wyoming, but that's what makes
Somebody had to do it.
this community up here worthwhile.
I wanted to
got
get me one of them $10 haircuts so
jobs
bad
you
before your
weren't
dad died.
expecting. Yeah, he was quite the artiste when it comes to hairstyling and makeup.
He kept drinking that hair tonic. And
Gave a hell of a Brazilian wax, too.
The more hair
My
tonic,
balls has never been so smooth.
that blue juice that he puts the utensils for hair cutting in.
The comb juice.
He used to just shoot that back, and it would put him on a different level and be able to see,
Death.
haircuts that weren't there and bringing
death.
up all these new
It
styles.
was like that movie with Bradley Cooper, but it was the cone juice that did it.
Yeah, the Player's Handbook, Silver Linings Handbook.
Unlimited.
Oh, that one too.
Player's Handbook.
The hair cutters.
Some no one's ever read.
Well, it's funny you say Silver Linings, because after he drank it, he did talk like Chris Tucker.
That's right.
So you okay?
I'm locking the door behind me.
He's
dumping
shining
the oil.
the
He's shining
pig shoes at
Big
night.
Hooves.
Hooves.
Ain't
Pigs
got
don't wear
shoes.
shoes.
That's a good idea.
That's why they don't
But
sell us
hold
one.
on. Pig shoes.
Pigshoes.com.
Pigshoes.com.
For years, they say you can't put shoes on a pig, but they were wrong.
You can, especially you make it out of pig
Oh, that
skin.
attitude.
You just got to sneak up on them.
Pig leather shoe. Pig
Clem,
shoes.
what are you doing?
Oh, I was pouring water on the meat hole to cool it down. We don't want any unexpected fires from the hot I grease.
Are you in the
So I
same
just throw a
building
bunch
as
of-
the general store?
It's
Yeah, I'm in
connected.
a little
You're not-
annex off to the
not
side.
listening.
The lean-to shanty shack.
Got it. Do any of you have what most normal humans would call a family that live in this town?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, family is where the head is.
What?
You piss on your family?
So, what sort of family do you have in town?
I got a wife and I had 8 children, but now we only got 4.
Okay. Parents are dead?
I'm the parent.
Your parents.
Of course, I'm 40.
Okay.
I got a wife and a sister, and she's just great.
Okay. Parents or no?
What?
Are your parents dead too?
They did not follow us into our life here.
Into that good night. Got it.
They disagreed with our lifestyle.
They're still
and our
living in
love.
sin in Philadelphia.
That's right. They're not even married, and they judge us.
I really don't want to ask this question.
Well, we
But here we
established his
are.
father's dead.
Is your mother still
Mama
alive?
still rides the hogs.
No, that's right.
Does she live with you or on her own?
No, she's got her own farmland.
Okay.
But
She's a competitor.
we haven't talked since the squealing and
But since you stole the prize pigs and started off for your own land.
one would say I was properly left those pigs in my papa's will, even though he wasn't a pig farmer. So I took what was mine and moved on.
Farmers around the area have taken to calling it the hog apocalypse.
So Mama's still around, but we ain't talked. And then I got a wife, and I do.
Now, do you have a human wife or is it a pig in a wig?
Well, first off,
So
That's
yes,
rude.
it's a pig in a wig.
She's well fed.
The most human pig
Bethany
you
is
found.
fine.
Bethany.
Pigs are very intelligent animals.
They apparently are.
And then
Emotionally
we-
intelligent.
We have a little drove, of
Of pig humans?
they're not.
Half pig, half human?
No, that's not.
You've made mutants.
That's not at all.
You've been growing mutants
no,
in your
I'm
farmhouse.
saying no. You're not listening. I've got.
What do they look like?
I mean,
got
they're,
nice
don't
big
get me wrong. Little Timothy's a
Hooves?
little portly.
They got hooves?
He's a little portly.
They got
Because
fingers or hooves?
we eat good because we make enough
Because you
money.
eat the kids.
We don't eat the kids.
Because it's not murder because they're half pig.
No, that's not true. And then I got little Samantha.
Stamantha?
Samantha, she's going into STEM program when she gets
She's a
older.
little. She's got night terrors. You can hear her squealing all through the.
So she is a pig.
No, she's a
Little
human.
girl.
Little girl.
She's a lady.
I call her my piglet.
And my little truffle trove. And then we got one more. His name is Sclanley.
Sclanley?
Sclanley, yeah.
Sclanley.
And he's perfectly fine. He's on his way to college soon.
So all the children and the wife are 100% human.
Human people.
Human people. All right.
Right. And they call me Big Baba Piggy.
Your children call you Big
Yeah,
Papa
everybody
Pig.
call me.
Contractually obligated.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had to sign an agreement, a merchandising agreement when they was born.
So then you don't talk to your mother anymore.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I assume you all go back to your own domiciles. Like as you're leaving the premises, that's when it's pretty much dark, and the lights come on for a bit, and then you hear the and then the lights go out again, and everyone starts putting the candles in the windows and all that jazz. Pretty standard for the last 10 years. But you all head back home. Where do you keep your pigs?
What do you mean?
The pig barn.
Where do you keep them? Do you keep them in a barn? Do they sleep in the bed with you?
They don't sleep inside the bed with us.
I thought they were free-range pigs. They just kind of roam around town.
We dug trenches.
What?
We keep them underground. It's a lot cooler underground.
In the pig trench.
So I
They're ready for the next pig apocalypse.
You know, I dug out trenches all through my land.
Okay.
They call it the stylo.
Well, how do you know they're okay?
I know they're
How do you
fine.
check on them when they're in the trench?
Well, because I put a little trench door up there so nobody can get in or out. And these pigs are very strong.
We meet up there, like in your house.
What do you mean up there? I didn't
You
say up
said
there.
I keep a door up there.
Yeah,
Up there where?
in the trenches.
But where's the entrance to the trenches?
It's in the ground.
It's at the top
Where?
There's no entrance. You just toss them in.
of the trenches.
Yeah, it's on top of the trench.
In relation to your house, where is the
Outside in the field.
entrance? Okay.
I don't know why this doesn't make sense to you.
There's a lot of things that you
His,
say
his
that don't
pa
make a lot
dug
of
the
sense to
trenches
me.
after the First War,
Yeah.
and then he raised pigs in them.
Okay.
What's the problem?
There wasn't a war in Wyoming. Was
He
there?
learned it from the Germans.
He moved to Wyoming after the war.
Oh.
They call it honkerschnauzen. It's a
Yeah.
European style.
It's a false.
farming.
It's a false trench that you trick the Allies into charging, and it's just feral pigs in it,
Okay.
and then they eat you.
Okay.
It pairs well with mustard gas.
down to the bone.
Okay. So you're
Yeah, hogs can eat anything. Did you know
Okay.
that?
yeah.
That's
So
why they invented mustard gas, so the hogs could have a condiment in the trenches.
So when you get home, you're putting all the hogs in the trenches.
I don't have to. They
They live
know.
there.
They just go in.
They say when that sun go down, it's time to get in the trench.
Okay. So you go home.
Yeah,
Okay.
just right out back.
That's fine. Yeah.
Trench warfare field.
Yep. That's fine. So, night passes by.
Whose night? And
All of it.
Oh,
The
no.
whole night goes by. It's fairly normal, fairly standard night.
White night.
You wake up the next morning. What do you do?
I open the trench door.
No
Let the
sound.
piggies out.
What?
No piggies. You don't hear anything. Would you like to investigate further?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for 38 years.
Hey, do your hog call. Maybe they're sleeping.
Go ahead and hey, cry out to your flock.
It just echoes down the trench.
I investigate with a 14.
So you go through almost the entire trench,
Oh, no.
and eventually you find a pile, or multiple piles, of pig bones,
I shoot
all of
myself
which
in the
are
head.
just sitting over like a very little bit of black goo-like substance, it looks like. But yeah, that's what you find. All of your hogs gone. And you're not even finding skeletons for all of your hogs. You only find some skeletons. In other places, you find just sort of piles of white dust, it looks like, and then little streaks of it going towards the entrance.
Cocaine.
Pig
Could be.
cane.
You could snort it, see what happens.
I don't want to do that. I haven't done
changed,
no
Philip.
drugs since I was in college.
You don't know if it's a drug.
Pig collar.
University
Could be
of
sugar.
Arkansas. Go Razorbacks.
Pigs. Get it? What'd you study there? Hog husbandry.
Hog husbandry. Trenches.
I'm
Shoe
not-
shining.
Got a doctorate in physics.
Beautician.
Okay, so bones, pig bone.
Pig bone dust.
A little bit of black goo,
goo.
and then there's some white dust and places it trails up and out of the trenches.
I've kept my pigs like this for 35 years, and there's
know.
never been trouble.
No, there hasn't.
There's been trouble.
There's been trouble. I mean, all your pigs
Trouble's
are
a
gone.
hoof.
What?
There's been trouble a hoof.
Yeah, trouble a hoof.
Instead of a foot.
Isn't all your pigs are gone?
Yeah, no, I'm just going to kill my family myself now again.
Now your mom's definitely going to
Otherwise, they're going to be poor.
Oh,
We can't
what
live
if
like
my
that.
mom did this?
Yeah.
She might have. You could go check.
I'm going to go down to Mama's farm with my gun.
Okay. You go down.
I
You do
get
that.
into my Ford F-150.
You drive down to your mama's house.
Yeah.
All right. You get to the farm.
Kill her.
Pretty quiet.
Oh, no.
You liquefy my hogs.
You get to the farm. What are you doing?
I'm knocking on that front door.
No answer.
I know you're in there, you hog smuggling
Harlot.
bitch.
Okay.
I'm going to kick the door out. Oh, hold on. Is it locked?
No.
Okay, I'm going to kick that
wild.
door down.
You're gonna kick it down.
Kick it
anyways.
down.
Roll strength to kick door.
I'm going to use advantage because I'm mostly
Nope.
all my power's in my legs. I'm a hog
I'll
man.
give you advantage because you're grief-stricken with rage.
17.
Yeah, you kick the door open.
Where you at, you hog harlot?
Just echoes through the house.
Was she drowned in the tub last week or something? No one checked on her?
I'm going to go see if all her pills are scattered out on the kitchen table.
You
And
go
the
look
floor.
in the kitchen. Everything seems to be in order.
I run upstairs.
Dog in the crate?
It looks like her bed is not made, but looks as though it's been lightly used. But where the body of a person would normally be, there's just like a little powder, like a little pile of white powder.
A murder-suicide. It's the only explanation. She killed my hogs and then liquefied herself.
Dusted herself?
I'm going to roll downstairs to the fucking phone.
Since it
Hold
was
on.
pigs, wouldn't that be a murder-suicide?
You did.
Suicide is what it would be called.
Suicide.
Murdered suicide. All right, you know what? This is really rude. I'm going to go back home and check on my family.
Okay.
Was my family there when I got up?
Yeah, they were there.
They were fine.
Yeah, they were fine.
All right, well, I'm going to call the police.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Big Papa Pig.
Which officer is this?
Officer Tony.
Oh, hi, Tony.
How are you?
Oh, I'm a little grief-stricken at the moment.
You don't sound it. You sound the same as you always do.
Why are you getting rough with me?
I'm not getting rough with you.
We're
You always
friends,
call with some sort of shenanigans about hogs, or someone was giving your hog the side eye, or
Well, now
someone stole a hog, but it was
since
just
you
wandered
brought
off.
it up,
What?
since you brought it up, all my hogs were liquefied.
What?
There was nothing but
Like there's a puddle of liquid?
hot bones,
Hot bones.
some black goo, and
What?
some white powder.
Have you been drinking again?
Now, here's the thing. I thought it was all Meemaw, so I came down here to confront her about liquefying my hogs. The darndest thing. She's been liquefied, too. I didn't get to touch her bones and test the goo, but the same thing's going on.
Well, these don't have. So, just side note. This is not Tony talking. The
They are
pile of your
connected.
mother, there's no black goo there.
Just
Like the
powder.
ones where there were
Just-
like actual skeletons, that had like a little goo around it. The ones that are just straight powder, just
It's
that's it.
bone dust.
Just bone dust.
meal.
You think? But yeah. So the officer Tony is like, I'm going to ask you this question. I want you to be honest with me.
Sorry, I dropped my gun.
Lie to him.
This is why I'm asking this question. Did you finally snap and kill your pigs
I would never.
and your mother?
Oh, I would maybe.
I remember
pig
the
mother.
hogpocalypse, and I know it took a toll on you. Ever since then, you breathe like profusely when you're talking. You used to have a normal voice
Yeah,
and a normal name
yeah,
and a normal family.
sure.
You said birth defects, but
No,
weird that they all have them.
it's just bad genetics.
And I've never seen your wife speak.
She's a
So,
lady of the little words.
sure. When did you get married? Oh, right after the hogpocalypse?
That's right.
Yeah. So,
Well, I mean, it was cheap. With
I mean,
that.
I think it's time to tell you that you just married a pig. You just married one of your pigs.
Why are you roasting me when I'm trying to commit to
No,
it?
no, no. The roasting happened to your pigs last night. And to your mother, apparently.
Why are you being so mean and
Insensitive.
rude?
Because you're drunk, obviously.
I'm not.
Nobody liquefied your pigs in the middle of the night.
I'm not a spirits man.
You want cocaine again?
No. We don't. We gave that up when we were in Arkansas or Kansas.
Go Razorbacks.
Go Razorbacks.
All right, well, if you're being serious, how about you stay at your mom's house and I'll send a deputy out to check.
Sit right
I'll bring
here
your friends too, so that way nobody gets hurt. You should probably leave the gun away from you.
Oh, it's not loaded.
Then why do you have it?
Intimidation.
Who are you intimidating?
Oh.
Why were you trying to intimidate your mom?
I thought she killed him. I thought she liquefied my hogs.
Okay. We'll be over in a couple minutes.
I'm going to get a cup of tea and sit on the front porch.
Okay. So the police go over to the general store and they pick up Clem and Larry and tell them basically, something's up with Big Papa Piggy and he needs you just in case he snaps and tries to shoot.
Liquefied, you said?
Yeah, he said something about his pigs got liquefied and his mom got liquefied. So
White powder, you said.
that's what he said.
Liquefied.
He on cocaine again?
That's what I asked. He said not since
I know.
college. So
Oh, we both know that's not true.
Maybe he just had a break from reality. We should better go check on him. You want to bring him some ham cracklings, and I'll get him one of them Coca-Colas he loves
I'm
so
going
much?
to get him some crackling and some bits.
maybe ham's a bad idea right now because the whole
We'll tell him it's the long
Well, we'll tell him
traumatized
it's
over the
people.
loss of his
Yeah.
pigs. Oh, okay. You're just gonna tell him his people. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so he
Maybe
drives.
it's his mom.
So
Did you do this?
I don't know.
So he drives the chief drives you over to his mother's house. He's like, okay, and he snaps the little thing on his pistol.
think
He's
that's
just like,
gonna
I'm
be
not
necessary, Chief."
I'm not pulling it. I'm just getting it ready in case he's lost his mind, finally murdered his mother, his
Well, is
pigs.
this a sheriff or a chief or what is his?
Chief Sheriff.
Chief Sheriff.
Chief Sheriff. Now you can click that open if you want, but you should have practiced your draw, and all you're really doing is lowering your ability to retention. So if he lunges for that weapon, now you can't defend it as well. Why are you doing that?
I'm not letting him get near me.
Well, you say that, but all it takes is 21 feet.
Yeah, I'll shoot him way. But if he steps,
He's
within
gonna be in a house.
he's on the
always
porch.
gonna be
He's
21
drinking
feet.
tea.
So what
on
you're
the
saying
porch.
is I should just fire wildly into the house.
What I'm saying is you should have practiced your draw before you came here.
I
that
practice my
included
draw
snapping
every
that
day.
thing open. Well, then it shouldn't be a problem. Snap your shit back.
I'm unsnapping it so that way I can draw it faster.
But it should be part of your draw.
Nah,
Oh my God.
this is for your safety. Also, he's on the porch. Go fucking talk to him while I stand back here and just have my hand on my hip. That's
Well, hey,
Close
Big
to my
Papa
mouth.
Pang Pang. What's up?
How you looking so
What are
glum,
you
chum?
doing?
The Lord cometh and the Lord taketh my piggies.
A warlord took your piggies.
That's right.
Like in Somalia?
Yep.
Canadian warlords came down.
I'm pretty
Well, shit.
Pretty
There's
sure.
Mogadishu all over. It's Hogadishu.
He came down from Hogwarts and took my pigs away.
Wizard stole your pigs.
There's no other explanation.
Sheriff, what are you going to do about these criminal wizards keep coming down from the mountain? They say it's part of their schooling, but I don't see why they got to learn on us common muggle folk.
He's already walked away from you guys while you're talking about pig wizards, and he has made his way towards the barn.
Your tax dollars at work, fellas.
I'm gonna check out the bed powder.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
uh,
That's my whole
It's very
livelihood.
course.
I can touch it. It
yeah,
doesn't
you can
kill
touch
me. All right.
Does it kill you?
How's
No.
it taste?
Fucking crime scene, and you're just going through it.
Roll nature with. You do a lot of cooking, so let's go with advantage. Or survival. Nature or survival.
17.
I'm a cook.
it's
He's
bone.
a general store fella.
Yeah, tastes like
Definitely
bone,
powdered
meal,
bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've sold it
Bone
as a supplement before.
Yeah. And if you look in the bed,
Adrena bone.
like the pile is sort of mapped out to where a human body would be. So
Yeah, in the kind of shape too.
a little bit, yeah.
If I sketch it because I ain't got a photograph.
But there's
machine.
also like a little trail that's going away from the body and outside the
The
house.
photograph machine that had cameras. Back
I didn't bring the camera. It's like 40 pounds.
This ain't the Civil War.
Didn't have a bulb to change it.
It's 1958.
Well, you didn't have your silver nitrate tablets to put in there to make your. Oh my golly!
I deal in
Guys,
antiques.
they're just regular cameras. at
I
this
sketch
point.
it.
It's
Sketch what?
2025. They've got. Wait, no, it's not.
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
2025. It's 1958.
They got cameras.
They got
Do I have a pocket
Kodak.
camera?
probably
I think it's one of them old big bulb flashy boy things.
Eastman,
He came out of the east to do battle with
the amazing Rando.
Hey, let's go. Okay.
the good Phil will get that one.
Yes.
So the bone dust
The bone.
trails out of the house.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna follow me. That bone does.
It goes towards the woods. You also notice as you're leaving the house, the sheriff is leaving the barn, and he's got his hat off and he's wiping his brow, and he's just like, "Well, that's weird." It's just,
What'd you see, Sheriff?
There's
Yep.
a sex dungeon in there.
there's a few piles of pig bones, and then there's a few piles of what looks like dust. This looks like these pigs have been liquefied.
Huh?
Weird, huh? You said I
Now,
was drunk.
now, Sheriff, I'm following a trail.
Well, okay, you just called me out of the blue and said my pigs have been liquefied.
Look, we all
that's a
thought-
normal. That's a normal
it's
phone
almost-
call.
Excuse
Like
me.
he was telling the
Why would I
truth.
believe?
Out of the blue, it's your job for people to call you out of the blue with crimes.
I don't get a lot of calls. It's a pretty quiet
Yeah,
town.
they don't have to give you like a heads up that they're gonna call
Well,
you for
no,
a
but
hog emergency.
It's a bit strange to get a phone call that says my pigs have been liquefied.
Oh, it's a bit strange to get a call that says a crime has been committed.
That's not the same thing.
It has. But
That's
it's not
a
legal
weird-
to liquefy pigs.
That's actually, I don't think there is a crime that says you can't liquefy a
Just
pig.
gonna sit here and wait
Not
for
somebody
that
else's.
apology.
Well, maybe somebody else's.
Well, he waits for an apology.
Well, there obviously he didn't liquefy his own pigs.
Sheriff's like, okay, whatever. But anyways, I see that there's a little trail of this white
That's
stuff
what
on the
I'm
ground.
following.
And you notice that the trails that go out of the barn also kind of coalesce with the one coming out of the house and goes into the deep, dark, creepy
Is
woods.
there woods around my house, my farm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any guns in the barn? I can
Yeah,
take?
your mama still got her armory in there.
In the barn?
No,
Probably
in the
not.
basement,
In the
in the
house.
house.
In the
Yeah,
house.
It's in the house.
He said barn.
yeah,
Any place?
There's a bunch in the house.
Yeah. Rifles, shotguns.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can help
now,
ourselves.
You gotta go to the bookshelf and hit the one that says the Holy Bible, but it's spelled with a H instead of a W.
Well, the regular one is spelled with H.
Yeah.
No.
It's H-O-L-Y.
No, it's a trick.
That's a trick one. She puts that on there to trick you. You go to the one with the H on it, and you hit it, and the whole bookshelf turns around. And she got every kind of weapon you can think of, except a taser.
I take a whip because they
doesn't
ain't been
exist.
invented yet.
Taser existed.
Did it?
Yeah.
Not until
Battery pack?
1963.
Yeah, fuck off.
No, like a little cattle prod.
That's a
taser.
different
Oh,
thing.
yeah. That's different.
It's no,
Serves the same purpose.
Same thing. And I'm a taser instructor.
Human
at the
prod.
local-
Oh, are you now? Okay.
Yeah, because they used to borrow my dead pigs. So to
Okay.
to
See how many
test
volts till they
because
explode.
the tasers and the pig skin and human skin are so.
Why does he keep saying taser, Sheriff? What is he making that word up
And
for?
you can create a sort of armor around yourself if you drape yourself in pigskin.
That's
the,
right.
The current doesn't touch you as hard.
That's true. You can just cover yourself.
So what weaponry are you guys, each of you, taking from
6-shooter.
Mama's armory?
Winchester.
Okay. 6-shooter.
I take
gun.
I take the old Remington.
Grenade launcher.
That's not in there.
She got it. She
Nope,
brought it
she
home
doesn't.
from the war.
She didn't fight in the war.
RPG.
She wasn't allowed to fight in the war.
The Korean War.
Didn't happen
Oh, are you sure?
I don't know.
Are you sure
No,
about
I
that?
don't know.
You sure about
Either way,
that?
she didn't go.
She went.
No.
She went to Korea after the war and picked up all these old weapons.
Oh, okay.
She was a weapon enthusiast.
Hello. No.
Hi. I take out just a Wex Squall 1940, 990s shooter.
It's a nice pistol.
It's
yeah.
Thank you.
It's Italian.
I said a Remington, but if they got a Marlin 30-30 in there, I'll grab that.
She's not a fisherman. She's a
is
farmer.
that
Or I tell you what, if they got any 45-70 government, I much prefer that. It's top of bar.
There's a repeater. Repeating?
Yes, lever action rifles are repeaters.
There you go. Yeah, so that you got that. You got
The
that.
Korean War was 1950
Shut up.
to 1953.
That's correct.
Shut up.
I'd grab one of them. I'm pretty good with a lever action.
Okay, so you guys head on into the woods.
Yeehaw.
The sheriff
Deputize us, Sheriff.
he deputizes you, and then he also has his flashlight because it is very, very dark in these woods.
It's not
It's the middle of the day.
I know, and yet it's very dark in the woods.
Well, I bring some of Ma's pig torches.
What are they trying to
What's a
hog?
pig torch?
Oh, it's a torch that the top of it was wrapped in, like a cloth, but then dipped in pig oil, so it burns just as bright, if not a little bit brighter. For
Smells
long.
good.
For
too.
some reason, I can't take you serious when you say the words pig oil.
Wow.
I
You just
don't know.
You just rendered the fat.
But whenever
Yeah,
you
it
say
could
it,
be cooked
I
fat
can't
down,
take it
huh?
serious.
Well, he's got
pig
to dip it
oil.
in pig oil because, as you all know, you got to burn the swine.
and it's
Sure.
it's
You
too
gotta liquefy 'em.
and we's too far from the ocean to get whale oil, so we got to use the pig oil.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't afford whale oil.
So then the rest of you have pig torches?
Pig torches.
Pig
Yeah.
torches.
But we're not lighting them till the
It's the most
flashlight
abundant
goes out.
oil we've got. It's like in Alaska, they got the whale oil, but
Uh-huh.
here we got the pig oil.
It's a good
Okay.
joke. Yeah.
So you guys trundle
Is
into
that
the
twice?
forest.
I'm going to go for 3.
Go for the hat trick.
So you trundle into the woods, and as you enter the woods, that's where we're going to take a break.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Philip D, coming into you in this middle of this episode to talk about patreon.com/Botched Podcast. That's right, Botched Podcast Patreon. We've been talking about it for almost 10 years now, which means that there's almost 10 years worth of content over there at Patreon. It's $5 a month. It's cheaper than my Starbucks order. It can get you 10 years worth of bonus material. What's that stuff sound like? Well, let's take a listen.
I start backing towards the chute. I'm just going to...
With the trays of Kit Kat
Just
litter
for a
and,
minute, I'm just going to... And then I dive backwards into the chute.
into the garbage chute. Cat boy.
That's right.
Okay. Give me a deck save.
Dude. 3.
So the chute's a little tight, but luckily the pieces of wetter cat litter that have coated the sides grease your way down as you fall ass first into a hard stone. Taking
Got a broken shoulder.
Taking
I'm
4
covered
damage.
in juicy cat shit. Remember, patrons, you pay to hear this.
I did this for you.
Grundle, do you want to follow him down there, or do you want to?
How much damage did I take?
4.
I'm just going to walk.
Wow.
I'm just gonna,
Yeah, Grundle,
gonna
you can just
exit.
take the stairs
yeah,
down
I'm
to
just
the
going to
basement
exit and walk. You know.
where he has
There's
taken the
stairs.
chute. There's
What the fuck?
Why would I go that way? Doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that's, well, that is a clip, isn't it? So that's patreon.com/Botched Podcast. Support where you can, and we'll love you all the same. All right, let's get back to the episode.
And we're back. All right. So the forest itself, the ground, it's a heavy tangle of roots and fallen limbs, so it's not the easiest to walk. Like I said, it's very dark in here. There's a lot of overgrowth, so there's not very much, if at all, light coming through.
burn
The
down.
flashlight is the only thing that's going on, other than the pig torches. So if you guys are...
Where's the deputy? What's his name?
Clem?
That's
Deputy Clem?
No.
Chief Sheriff.
Chief
Chief
Sheriff,
Sheriff.
Tony.
Tony. Yeah, he's gonna take
Chief
the
Sheriff
lead.
Tony.
Right?
Yeah.
Chief
he's
Tony
got the lead.
Sheriff.
He's got his flashlight and his pistol out.
Yeah, that's right. You should take the lead. As they've already
Yeah,
killed all
we haven't
other pigs in town, you would probably be the first one to
Oh no, I
get
heard something
attacked.
behind me.
He doing Harry's or teacup or FBI carry with that.
Well,
flashlight.
teacup because he's a pig.
That's right.
Sure. Roll me. So you guys are walking in the woods for about 20 minutes. This
Sure.
trail of white still continuing to go through the woods. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's right. We're playing D&D. Oh, well, shit. I rolled a 15.
I got a 13.
2.
Well, so everybody other than Big Papa Pig stops in their tracks as you hear some sort of noise.
I'm just keep going over.
And you
that.
swear that out of the corners of your eyes, you see something dart just behind the trees. And you move your lights in that direction, and there's nothing there anymore.
Huh.
Fucking hide behinds.
I'm just keep going through the faces. I'm scared I'm gonna lose the mental picture of my pigs now that I'm never gonna see them again.
Come on out,
Petunia.
pig melter.
We got
And the
you.
We know
flashlight
you're
starts.
there.
So the flashlight starts to flicker.
Flashlight.
Yeah, the sheriff has a flashlight.
A mag?
The English call it a torch.
Torch, sure.
Sorry.
And your actual torches start to, like, it's almost like a heavy wind going through. And they're, like, getting a little low as the light starts to dim a bit. And you're getting a very uneasy feeling in these woods.
You said it's fall.
Yes.
There's a lot of dead leaves on the ground.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
All around you, in fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
One way to keep it lit.
Can't take out a forest fire all at once.
Sheriff,
That's
I'm gonna
So-
start backing up.
Hold on.
Yes.
Is there like a dead stump anywhere?
It's the woods, so yeah.
Okay.
We trying to fashion a turlet?
unlike those alive stumps.
Yeah,
Sure.
Well, the stumps can still.
So
be
you're all-
alive.
That's true.
Looking around, and all of a sudden, Clem, you feel something grab your leg and yank you
My leg!
backwards, so you fall face first into the foliage of the forest floor. You feel as though something's pulling you pretty quickly
Can we
towards.
see him?
He's got my leg. Help me.
So yeah, if you turn around and look, the light just keeps getting dimmer and dimmer. The flashlight is almost entirely out, and there seems to be a black tendril wrapped around his leg, pulling him into.
Can I shoot the tendril?
You can.
Just if I just had one shot.
Shoot the tendril. Don't
Sure.
shoot me.
Roll
That
an
would
attack.
be a comic mishap.
Assume that I'm proficient in
Pistol.
pistol whipping. Pistol
Well, that's a
shooting.
different thing. Yep.
So I got me a 19. Shoot that tendril.
So yeah, so you shoot the tendril,
Shoot it. Shoot it.
and when you fire, it seems to hit the tendril, but doesn't seem to do any damage to the tendril itself. It sort of like goes through it, and you can see it hits the branches and the roots on the ground behind it. But the flash does cause the tendril to let go and go back into the woods. When that happens, you notice that the flashlight goes out, and the sheriff's there hitting the flashlight, and it won't come back on.
I'm following the white back to
And
home.
your torches are getting real low.
Well, I'm taking off my
I
shoes.
reckon we ought to cheese it.
I'm taking off my shoes so I can feel the bone powder beneath my toes,
Okay.
and I use that to guide my way back to the light of the.
Okay, well, it's very dark.
Well,
You got a long way to go back
Well,
to.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Well, surely we can see the sunlight at the edge of the wood, at the edge of the forest.
Where you are right now, you see no light.
Can you hear me, Clemdo?
Yeah, it let me go. Come
Sheriff
help me up.
Sheriff starts firing wildly into the woods,
Well, we've got us a distraction. Head back to the edge, everybody.
and your torches go out.
Yes. I'm trying to turn around about face, 180
Okay.
degree,
Sure.
and
Goddamn unreliable pig.
feeling these bone path.
Sure, there's a lot of, like, the ground is very uneven because of all the roots and everything, so it's not exactly an easy run.
Well, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, athletics.
5.
Okay.
Not moving too quick.
No, you trip almost immediately.
Well, that's different roll.
That's right, it is a different roll. Let's go with luck. High-low.
Low.
You don't trip. You're just going very slowly.
Careful.
Yeah. What are the other two doing?
I'm trying to cheese it out of there, but I say Big Papa Piggy. Oh shit! He's quiet. Hell,
He's quiet.
He's going
real
dark.
quiet.
he's gone.
He's real quiet. All right. So then, what are you doing, Clem?
I'm running my ass back the way I came.
Okay. Roll me athletics, and then guess me high-low.
I rolled an 11, and I guessed low.
Okay. So you're not running very fast, but you almost immediately trip and
Well,
fall
it's what on
face
account of all
first.
the deep fried pig I eat.
Yep.
My arteries are basically like clogged with butter.
Sure. The sheriff immediately falls down as well.
Everybody's running,
It seems that way.
and no one's gonna
But
stand
no one's
up.
getting anywhere.
I'm not running.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm probably gonna take some of these leaves and try to keep my flame afloat. And
The
then
flame has gone out.
completely.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start talking to this entity.
It feels as though the forest is just closing in around you guys.
Bormamu, I've come to bargain.
To bargain?
I want to talk to this monster.
Okay.
Bormamu.
Okay.
Because it's a pig and your
It's
mother.
pigs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Say your piece.
that's fine.
You get no response from Bormamu.
I've come to bargain. Obviously, you've got a hunger for delicate swines that you need fed. Save me and my community, and we shall bring a sacrifice once a week to fuel your hunger. Let us live. Let us keep this promise to you.
What are the other two of you doing while he's making a bargain with Bormamu?
Well, I don't suffer my friends to make contracts with eldritch beings, bovine, swine, or earth sign. So I'm going to put him down real quick on the way out because obviously he has given himself over to dark powers.
So you're shooting him in the total darkness.
You're gonna try
Yeah,
to.
yes, I hear his voice. I hear his eldritch prayers.
Roll your
away.
shot.
He ran
Roll
away.
your shot with disadvantage.
Yeah, double
Okay, well-
disadvantage.
No.
Triple
It's just
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
I mean, yeah, it's a 13.
What's your dexterity?
It's 10, 12, which is a +1. So 11.
So yeah, so you shoot
Him in the.
Porky Pig in the right arm, like literally right in the middle of his bicep.
That's my hog cranking arm.
The flash
That's what
of
you
light.
get for treating with the evil powers of the deep earth.
The sheriff also makes a run, like gets back up and starts running towards the direction of where Larry has also been running. Do you want to try and run again, Clem?
Yeah, I mean, now that I have ceased the evil ritual that was happening behind me.
I mean, not really, probably.
Hey,
You
let him
just shot him
think
in
what
the
he
arm.
wants.
I
You
killed
You don't
his
know,
ritual
but
arm.
yeah.
By this
He
blood,
can't
we
crank
are
hogs no more.
Sure. All right, well, roll me an athletics check and then guess me high-low.
17.
Okay.
Hi.
So you manage to find your footing and start to take off through the underbrush, following the footsteps of your other compatriots who have just taken off.
I'm a late bloomer.
Okay. So you've heard them run out of the grove. And again, the forest just feels like it's closing in around you, Big Papa Pig. So what was were you continuing to bargain with Bormamu?
To prove my sincerity, this blood I spill for you.
Oh no! I completed the blood ritual.
Okay.
In me you trust, as everyone else flees in fear. I respect thee, Bormamu. Let the hogging begin.
Now do your pig call.
You guys hear a pig call behind you before it is cut abruptly short as he is devoured
I
by
turned
this,
into
this phantom darkness of sorts that is just something just grabs him and absorbs him almost
Rips him in
immediately.
pieces.
Rips him to pieces. You guys eventually burst out of the woods, and it's brightly lit again as soon as you get outside, but when you look back towards the forest, it almost looks as though like no light is existing in there. Like it's just a void of light.
Sheriff,
What are you doing?
You got any Ghostbusters you can call, Sheriff?
Ghostbusters?
Supernatural.
I'll make a couple calls and see if we can't get somebody out here, because I don't know what the hell that was.
You want me to burn this section of wood down?
This section of woods?
Yeah, controlled burn.
We could try.
Gasoline.
You want me to make a call or burn first?
Make a call, and I'll worry about the burn.
All right, you burn it. I'm going to get on the phone. So he goes to his car to get on the radio to call in somebody. That somebody happens to be an undercover agent for the SCP Foundation. So the SCP is about to send some people out here. We'll find out what or who those people are exactly in a bit. But you're going to try and burn down the woods?
Mm-hmm.
All right, how you doing that?
Well, I'll head out to the barn and get the gasoline from the farm tank.
Okay.
And I'm just sloshing it at the edge of the woods.
Okay.
And then I make a little trail over the white bones, and I bring it back to the house, and I light a hog torch, and I
Okay.
watch it go.
All right, so the fire takes off through the field, gets to the woods, and starts to light the woods on fire. Now, what about this is controlled burn? Like,
It's not.
Okay, I was going to say, what's to keep the entirety of the forest from burning?
Well, we are in control of starting the burn.
Got it. Okay, so a raging fire is basically underway.
Fuck you,
and starts to
wood
spread
monster.
throughout the woods.
Yeah.
So that happens. The sheriff immediately runs over. He's like, I made the call. I thought you said you were going to do a controlled burn.
What am I, a forester?
Then why'd you say you were going to do it?
I killed whatever the
Why'd you
fuck's in
believe-
that oven. Why'd you believe me?
Why? You sounded like you knew what you're talking about.
That's my salesman voice. You want to?
God damn, you're
You want to buy some
Aren't
flour?
you supposed to be able to detect when people are lying? or
I'm having a
something?
panic attack. Okay?
Oh my God! You should be calm in this
A
circumstance.
tentacle
really.
monster came out and tried to, bang, 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 and just shoots up in the sky.
Easy.
Everybody
Oh
calm
my
down.
God.
You call the
Calm
fire
down.
department.
You guys calm
All
down.
right. Easy there, Keanu.
We're going to go back to town and we're going to figure this out.
All right. Well, fire.
I already got it figured out. We're gonna burn that fucker down, and all the awesome deep one powers that dwell within the woods outside our home are going to be
Purified.
expelled.
Well,
Fire.
some
Purified
people's
with the
homes
cleansing
are
power of
connected to
fire.
that forest.
Our souls are connected to the forest.
Well, you
No,
know what?
some
Then
people's
they
got
will not
houses
have
in
to
them
suffer
woods.
damnation at the hands of the tendril beast.
Oh my God. So he goes back to his car. He's like, are you coming or no?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
He goes back to
I
town.
could eat.
All right. So it's going to take the SCP a little bit to get there, but it's going to be nightfall before too long.
Well, it ain't too dark then. Because of the raging forest fire.
Sure, the raging fire is going, and it is spreading, it seems, pretty quickly.
Marshmallows available at the general store.
Let's see here.
Hog mellows.
Tristan, high low.
Let's keep it low, baby.
Okay. Yeah, the forest fire continues to just keep on burning
I know how
as
to
it just
make a big
spreads
fire.
and spreads. Now, it's not hitting the woods on the other side of the town, so it's just hitting basically all the northern woods
Where them
that go up
tendrils at.
towards Canada. But yeah, so
Yeah.
it's going pretty hard.
Fire seed.
Sure. So the night passes, more woods continue to burn. Roll me an investigation check.
I hope none of them wolves don't get burned. I love those little guys.
All of them are dead. You've killed them all.
I rolled a 16.
They got me 5.
Okay. With a 16, you realize that you notice that as you're going to work, A, it's very smoky outside. But B,
Yep.
you notice that one of the houses on the way to work, the door is cracked open, and there is a white powder trail
damn it.
running out of the building.
Somebody done stole your filing cabinet. You said white powder trail or white paper trail?
White powder.
Oh, that's not file. They stole your filing cabinet where you keep your cocaine.
Okay. It's like, what are you talking about?
I thought you said paper trail.
Powder trail. Meanwhile, pulling up is a black car. All black car. And inside this black car is
Teresa. Taekwondo.
Teresa. What are you?
Human female.
No, I mean,
Ready
like,
to rock.
are you MTF? Are you scientist? Are you, what are you?
I'm MTF.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're just,
I'm also a
You're all-
dual class scientist.
okay.
Dabble.
You're scientist MTF.
Yeah, I'm science curious, you know.
Science curious MTF. All right. Well, you show up.
Ready.
All right. You roll up.
Yeah. I don't roll.
It's very smoky in this town.
It's got a nice pig smoke to it.
Yeah, mostly just pine smoke. But yeah.
Yeah, so I'm here. What, you want me to put this fire out? What's the deal?
Well, you see Clem in the middle of the street looking at a pile of white powder running outside of a building.
Hey, are you FBI or something? They done stole our supplements.
Okay.
Yeah, last night they done liquefied my friend's pigs, and he trafficked with dark magics, and I had to shoot him and burn down the forest to keep it from spreading. But I don't know, that fire is a little out of control. If you got a hose or something in there, it might work.
All right, I'm gonna get back on the radio, back to home.
Sure.
This is Terry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna need a containment unit. It's about 10 miles by 10 miles. The city's fucked. Just contain it all.
Are you sure?
100%. I just met the mayor. This place looks terrible.
I'm an alderman, thank you.
Yeah. So we can either set it all and contain it with death, or we can just lock the entire city down. I could tell.
Are you sure the danger's
Science
in the city?
curious. Yep.
You don't want to ask any other scientific questions? I'll come down. I'm
He's
a researcher. I'm on my way.
Excuse me.
Click. Terry shows up.
Terry shows up. And who else is...
This is their mayor.
Yeah, there's Clem.
Thank you, Miss Taekwondo.
You're welcome.
Taekwondo.
No, it's Taekwondo.
It's Taekwondo.
Teresa Taekwondo.
Teresa
I'm Terry
Taekwondo.
Pincer. Terry Pincer.
Terry Pincer.
Yep. And
we dated in the academy.
No relation.
You're Clem the mayor? Is that right?
Mayor Clem.
Mayor Clem?
I don't know who told you about the political situation here, but your information is a little bit off. I make the bits. I put them in my tub.
You got like, what,
Donner
1,000 bits? Pet a dog for 1,000 bits?
I'm not sure. I reckon that might not even work.
I'm going to call back to the foundation.
What?
I'm calling back to the foundation.
Well, while she's on the goddamn phone.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Hi.
I think Terry's been compromised.
What?
We need to shut everything down here.
Who is this?
This is Teresa.
Hold. One moment. Let me look at your file. Here, Teresa.
Clem, can you explain the situation
Extremely
here?
paranoid.
So, ever since I was a boy.
Skip ahead a little.
All right. So, ever since I was a young man.
How old are you?
Well,
45.
if you cut my hemorrhoids open and count the rings, about 37.
I like that visual.
All right. Well, what's going on as of today? How did we get to this situation?
Well, today, the evil forest wherein unruly spirits dwell is being cleansed with the holy power of fire.
Yeah, but then there's this trail of bones.
Well, I thought we were talking about today. That was yesterday.
You're standing on it.
Remember,
Oh,
Terry,
yeah,
you
well,
just
it's a
said
new
you
bone
were.
trail. We ain't checked the general store yet. The robbers might still be in there.
So if the fire is cleansing, how is this happening?
Well, I mean, I reckon the fire wasn't to cleanse the bone powder.
Well, if the monster is pulling people in from the town and still his house is burning, how is this happening, Mayor Terry?
I don't know. You're the investigators. I just make the bits. You want some? They're good.
Yeah, I'll try some.
They might be pork.
Roll perception.
All of us?
Yeah, Mayor Terry, because I'm
You're
about
right
to
in the
put
middle
you in
of
a
the street.
potato sack.
Terry
rolled
got a
10.
24.
19.
Okay. Everybody, even
Clem.
dumbass Clem, hears a scream from behind you.
Oh!
You look back, and it's hard to see anything because of all the smoke, sort of getting rid of most of the light. But you see the shadow of a person, and then you see what looks like something attach onto that person and just pull them off into
Wow.
the smoke. You can't see them anymore, and the scream is just cut short.
Is that one of your constituents? I said that right.
I am not the mayor.
See, I don't know if that's a
I
character
ran a
thing or
couple
if you
times.
Now,
can't
Clem,
speak.
Clem,
Yeah.
when
Yeah?
you were in the woods,
In the womb?
In the woods with the sheriff.
Oh, the forest.
And one of them thing grabs you by the leg, like you said, and when you told me what happened.
I did tell you. I gave you the QRD.
Mm-hmm. What drove it off? Was it the bullet or?
Well, my friend shot at it.
Uh-huh.
And it recoiled. The bullet did not appear to strike it, but it did recoil as if in pain or surprise. It let me go.
From like the
So I don't know
sound
if
or
it
the
was
light or the flash?
I have not been able to conduct further experimentation.
All right. Taekwondo? Officer Taekwondo? Did you bring flashbangs?
Did I ever?
You want to try those out?
Yeah. Right here?
Click. Ting, 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 ting.
It's like 9 a.m. Right? What time is it?
At this point,
Fire
about
30.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
9 a.m.
Yeah, but it's pretty dark
Okay.
considering all the smoke.
Well, we
I'm
need a
gonna
big
throw
fan.
I'm going to throw it my hardest into the woods.
You're not. That's not where the
I
scream
can make
came
it.
from.
It's like 300 yards.
The scream came from an alleyway just down the street.
Light it up.
We got alleyways?
Yeah, like
two
alleyways or
rows
like
of houses.
or streets.
I was not picturing the same kind of remote town.
I mean,
you
an
were.
alleyway would just be the space between two buildings. So I mean, whatever.
All right.
How I'm picturing it. So you're rolling towards that direction,
Yeah, we need some like phosphorus light stuff.
Teresa.
Yeah.
Taekwondo.
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 That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah. So you're throwing.
Yeah, I throw.
What did you get?
Oh,
You gotta tell me.
I didn't roll yet.
I just do it.
It's a critical 20.
Yeah, you throw it.
How many
you,
yards?
You
200
throw it.
yards?
You throw about 20 yaw directly to
Like
where.
Johnny Uranus?
Yes, like
Johnny
Johnny
Hughes?
Eugenus. Yes.
Eugenus.
And you throw it in there, and it goes off.
And I'm going to run in there.
Okay.
Gun out.
Well, as soon as it flashes, it's then dark again because of all the smoke.
Hmm.
And there's a pile of bones on the ground.
Fuck.
Terry's gonna get back in the car.
But you notice that the shadows are starting to move closer
I run
to
out
you.
of there.
Taekwondo.
I do a taekwondo roll.
Okay, you do.
Get out of there.
You roll out of there, but the shadows are moving towards you.
Great. I get into my helicopter and I get
You don't
away.
have a helicopter. You drove it in a car.
Terry already got in this car and is driving away.
Okay, Terry got
It's weird how I called this right in the beginning and nobody would have listened to me. Told me that, Teresa, you're paranoid idiot. Contain it
You
down.
said destroy the town.
Contain it all up.
When I'm in the car, I'm gonna get it on the radio.
Uh-huh.
Say, hey, we need to get a firefighting team out of here to get the smoke down, and then we got to keep light everywhere in this forest and area to keep the monsters in check because they recoil from light, but they aren't hurt by normal munitions, I
Okay.
believe. But the light keeps them away, and if we can circle them with the light, maybe like the vampires, they'll die.
Okay.
I don't
Send
think
it
they'll-
in.
I'm also
Taekwondo's dead. Don't send a search party.
Bang. Taekwondo's dead. I'm pretty sure. Sorry. All right, so you call it in. Eventually, the SCP coordinates
Don't
to
vote
get
for Clem.
firefighters because they don't
Yeah, I'm
have a
gonna contain
firefighting
Clem
service.
in a potato sack.
Sure.
Bring him home with me.
So they come out. They're dropping water with helicopters. They got planes as well.
The
And,
Canadians send help.
The Canadians sent help. It's crazy. And eventually, they do manage to put out the fires. It's still very smoky in the town.
We got to have a big fan to blow the smoke away.
Up to Canada.
Okay.
To say thank you
So
for all the firefighting help.
they think that the majority of the smoke should clear out within a day or two. Now they start to set up big floodlights going every which way, as well as monitoring equipment.
Chemical fire.
They want me to
equipment.
make that throw again? Like I'm in a big stadium at the
Where are you
big
throwing
game?
this time? Throw what?
A ner-
Flashbang.
Another flashbang?
Yeah,
Where are you throwing it?
to the moon.
Oh, to the moon.
I could do that.
Roll to throw it to the
Straight
moon.
up.
Yeah, throw it straight up in the air. To the
Got
moon.
5.
Okay, you throw it 2 feet up. It just hits you in the head. Tink, 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 tink.
I've got my helmet on. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, it goes off right next to you.
And I've got
Causing damage.
3 pairs of
You
sunglasses.
take 3
on.
damage from an explosion
No, I
being
don't.
right next to
Not
you.
going to register it.
Well, okay.
And Papa Taekwondo told me never to fear anything, not even pain.
Fearing pain and suffering pain are two different things.
Nope. He's the one who invented judo, so he knows what he's talking about.
Sure, your dad's name just wasn't
Excuse me, Papa.
Papa
not
Judo.
Daddy.
Judo.
Papa
No.
Judo.
No, that's the president of Canada.
Judo. Okay.
Okay.
President Judo.
Brazilian judo.
Judo.
Papa
Come and fight me.
Taekwondo
I know
invented
judo.
judo. Come on.
All right.
Get your head out of your ass.
So they've set up floodlights
Yeah.
and generators because, again, every night the power goes out.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice that even with... Where are you guys setting up these floodlights?
everywhere.
Everywhere, all over the town.
Around the town. We burned a ring around the town.
You know what?
Right?
We're going to get a giant reflective mirror from the sun and point it right on town.
You did.
How
Good
you
idea.
reflect light from the sun?
From the moon,
to here?
asshole.
What?
Yeah, the moon just reflects light from the sun, and you reflect the light from the moon.
Well, sure, but it's not exactly a mirror finish.
Sure. So you have these floodlights set up.
Send some astronauts up there.
And you have to bring your own power source
Buzz
because
Aldrin. I can't wait to go to the
God
moon
the
and fuck those Martians.
towns continues to malfunction every single night.
I like to go into my spacesuit to take a shit because that's what kind of human I am. I'm Buzz Aldrin.
feel warm in my pants.
Any of these feds buying any of my Donner Party bits? I'm trying to run a business.
Probably, but also even with the floodlights, people seem to still be going missing.
Well, are they living in their houses in the
Now
dark?
you can roll
They're
to
not just-
observe
they're not
or
just staying in
try
their
and keep a
houses.
close eye on things.
Have I gone missing yet?
Let's find out.
Why would you ask that kind of question, Clems?
Let's find out.
Well, I would like to know where I am to see if I can continue to play my character.
High-low,
I'm doing
Mayor
a
Clem.
D10 for you, Clem. If you guess it right, you die.
If I guess it right, I die?
Yeah, you've got a 90% chance of survival, bud.
You a D10?
Yep. What a
You
guess.
just roll it
Yeah.
again.
Just do this. Do the basic bitch answer. 7.
You're not dead.
Hey.
Yeah.
I would have said a 3.
But one of your kids is.
Well, little Skeeter, he was always a little, I don't know, drown inclined.
Sure. So it seems as though even with heavy floodlights, people are still getting snatched. So roll me perception to try and monitor a little closer as to what's going on.
Got an 18, Terry.
Okay.
Practicing my jujitsu moves out back.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Okay. Out back. So you're not even watching. You're just
Practicing my jujitsu moves.
got it. You're a very useful member to the
I
SCP
am
Foundation.
I'm an MTF, not really a.
You're just science curious.
I'm curious about how quick I can move these arms.
Sure. The other one, what did you get?
Terry?
No, Terry got a
19.
19, yeah. You notice through observation that the shadows are what appear to be sentient and can make plans and whatnot. So it seems as though they are taking they're looking for points that are
Overlap.
overlap or something that they can sort of sneak around. Also, it seems like it can split itself up into multiple entities and then move around the town that
But
way.
we believe it. We've got it trapped in the town.
You believe that. But during the day, you don't see it anywhere. Because eventually the smoke does clear, and then you don't see it anymore during the day. So it's just sort of when it was dark enough, it just kind of stuck around all day. So
We gotta raise this town.
okay, you can do that.
It takes a village.
Yep. Bulldozers during the day.
You just bulldoze the whole town.
Eminent domain.
All right, you
What
bulldoze.
the fuck?
You bulldoze the whole town.
Yep.
All right,
Make it flat.
sure.
Pave over it.
Pave
Where am
over
I
it.
gonna fry my bits now?
Okay.
In prison.
Even what the
Potato
fuck?
sack.
Even in eminent domain, you gotta give me fair. You gotta give me a fair price
Look
for
at all
this
these
property you
D-class we
take.
have now.
What is a D class?
So it takes quite some time to bulldoze a town.
Well, we bulldoze the town one day.
Okay.
Clear out
It's
the
starting to
rubble.
get dark again.
Yeah, at night we go back to the light perimeter.
Okay. And you notice that it seems as though the shadow is coming from outside the town.
Shit.
As that's where the shadows are coming
It was
from.
always coming from the woods, you idiot.
So, yeah. So,
I'm not even.
I hope you're
I'm
proud of
science
yourself.
curious.
Y'all don't want to live here. There's
So-
shadow
I wanted
monsters.
to live here my whole life. That's why I moved here.
So part of the town is now bulldozed,
Can I
Might
shoot
as
a
well
while
tracker?
the shadow
yeah.
monster continues to poke
Yeah.
and prod around.
Can I shoot a tracker onto the shadow monster?
You could try.
Here's what it's going to tell
Taekwondo,
you.
take shot.
Woods.
When you shoot, it just goes right through it.
Made of shadows.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it daytime?
Eventually, yeah.
Finish the town off. We don't need
Oh,
some
hold on. Clem,
second.
guess
Yes.
D10.
Oh, you should bring it down
oh,
to a D8 every time you
fucking
guess.
2.
You're fine.
Yeah, I know.
Keep lowering his chances.
Oh, you know what? That's right. There were less
D8.
buildings to
Less
hide in.
people, less building.
So yeah, D8. So
Fewer building.
guess a D8.
Guess a D8.
Yeah,
4.
you're still alive.
That's right. Clem persists.
Yeah, Clem, that's great. The rest of your kids are dead though.
Well, you
And
know,
your wife.
I can make more.
Okay. So yeah, now what's your plan?
We're going to finish bulldozing the town.
Okay.
Because we don't
Where's-
need a half-circumcised thing going on.
Okay.
We gotta send a fire squad into the woods.
Okay. Send
Why
Fred-
are you people like this? I pay my
Potato
taxes.
sacked.
With a D class bait with dead man switch. What are they called? Grenades, but not the grenades that explode. The ones
Here's
that
what
are
we're going to
flashbang.
do.
Okay.
We're going to fill a corpse with grenades and flashbangs and marionette it out by the woods. But we're going to give it like a job, like a, what do you think? You're right, a hot dog stand.
Yeah.
Pushing his little hot dog cart. And
You're
with those smoke
introducing a
monster.
competitor to my business?
What business?
It's a corpse. Also,
What business?
potato sack.
I'm going to use one of your kids now.
My business is an idea, and you can't kill it with a bulldozer.
Okay.
And then
So
when
I'm
the
trying to-
smoke monster from Lost comes out and grabs it,
So you're putting
kaboom.
you're putting a dead body in a fake hot dog stand
And
on wheels that you could push through the woods,
Yes.
even though the terrain is very uneven. And,
We're going to put like those beach wheels
oh, okay.
on it so it can go mountainside.
Got it. So you have a corpse in a hot dog stand on beach wheels that you're pushing with a
uniform.
long stick.
What the fuck
Long
is a
stick.
beach wheel?
How long of a stick we're pushing this hot dog
300
corpse?
yards.
300 yards.
Yeah.
You don't have a straight line of 300
I
yards.
can lift that.
You definitely also can.
Most certainly
People
could.
are
It
saying,
can't.
"Can I see some ID? What are y'all doing?"
Clem, unless
Let
you
the
have a better
professionals work.
idea.
All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make...
Also, Steve, you can play an SCP professional at this point if you would like.
Okay. Well,
No.
I was gonna wait until Clem
Sure.
got snatched.
Well, you did, I thought.
We snatched Clem and put him into
yeah.
D class.
Okay.
He didn't know. We didn't
No,
do
he's
anything
still
bad
alive.
in class.
Yeah.
You can, but he
Here's
might
what we're
not
going to do. We're going
I
to use
detained
all
Clem.
the servos and robotic parts from the local robot store.
There's not one.
Oh, we bulldozed it down before I could get in there.
Also, no, it never existed because we're in fucking middle of nowhere, Wyoming.
They don't have like a Disney
A
World?
robot store?
They
No.
don't have a
50s?
robot store up here?
No. They don't have a Disney store either. There's no animatronics. Sundance, Wyoming.
Dr.
Clem.
Is that it?
You're not a doctor. You're
He's-
science curious.
My name.
Sorry, Clem.
My name is Fan Clem Dango.
Fammed. Okay.
Dr. Fan?
Fan.
Dr. Fan, I'm out of ideas.
Uh-huh.
This shadow monster's coming from the woods.
Yes.
It's eating the people.
Right.
It turns off electricity.
Uh-huh.
It quenches fire from afar.
Sure.
It fears the light, but it doesn't seem to kill it.
Have you considered chopping down trees in the forest and like working inwards?
During the day, we'll just make a tree ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Just chop down trees and work your way in.
And then we'll send hogs in so it kills them at night.
The fuck are you talking about?
We don't. It'll eat people if it doesn't have hogs.
Well, all the hogs are gone.
We could chuck in more hogs. We're the foundation.
Oh yeah, we can make an emergency hog shot.
Yeah. All right. Let's plan that
I
action.
was going to say, let's get that
Hog
catapult.
mortar.
It's a...
It's like a potato. It's like a potato gun, but with hogs.
A pneumatic hog tube.
A rail gun, but for hogs.
Hog...
Something there. Anyway, yeah, we'll try that out. So we're chopping down trees
Okay.
gradually to make a step until we can get it in a ring.
We are deforesting.
Sure,
we can get
you're
there.
deforesting. And even so, eventually you deforest, And even when you deforest this one area, it just feels like light does not really feel like going there so much.
Can we cut a ring around it so it's like it's just this grove of darkness in the center?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to build a wall.
It looks as though there is a pit in the middle of this grove of darkness.
I know a guy that can build the greatest
It's
wall.
lit up enough because you've cut down trees. So, like, light doesn't like to be there, but
Can kind
you
of
can still kind of see well enough at this point.
Yeah.
I
And
toss
plus,
a
all
rock
of you
in
have
and see
lights.
what happens.
You don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything?
No.
No.
You toss a rock in and you don't hear any sound.
Can we shoot it with napalm?
You can.
This is what, the third bottomless pit we've encountered?
Can we?
I mean, you'd have to get closer to the pit to see what's inside the pit.
I don't wanna.
But also, I'm assuming you
Is
all
this
have...
Mel's hole?
No.
Fucking read a book.
You just looked it up.
No, I didn't. I know what that is. I
Oh, you
listened
did?
to
Okay.
Coast to Coast.
You literally just picked up your phone and looked, and then you
I sent a
magically said
Snapchat.
Mel's hole.
I saw him send a Snapchat.
Okay.
You cuck.
Of his Mel's hole, probably.
You don't know Mel's hole?
No.
Fucking educate yourself.
Okay, well... here's
Anyway,
what-
it's
Yeah,
not in this part of the world.
It was in
Anyway.
Australia, idiot.
No, that was Mel's hole too. The first one was up in Washington State
How much?
We're not
before
in
the
Washington
government
State.
took it.
I thought the government took the one in Australia.
No, they took over the one up in I think it was Oregon or Washington.
We're not in either of those states.
I understand. I said we're not in the same region where Mel's hole would be.
Well,
You're
his
not
ex-wife tried to take one of them.
Then
I
why
know
would
that.
Mel's hole be here?
She took half his hole.
That's right, the western half.
Sure. So do you guys also have high-powered lights or no?
Yes.
Okay.
We've built the perimeter
Are
around
we
this.
spelunking?
How many at nighttime? How many hogs do we have to put in that it just sticks with them and doesn't?
Well, so when you build a perimeter around this thing of light, you notice that, so when you try to shine your light down into the hole, you feel as though the ground is shaking a little bit, and there are black tendrils sort of whipping their way up and trying to hit the lights out of the way to, like, free it. But if you continue to shine light, like high-powered
And
light,
more and more lights.
it
and
the
napalm
darkness
fire?
recedes. The fire doesn't seem to really do anything to it.
How big's the hole?
About 15 feet across.
That's it?
Yeah. But the more you shine this light, like, hardcore into this spot, the darkness recedes until you don't see anything there anymore. It's just like a dirt sort of, what's the
Puddle?
opposite of a dome? A
Concave?
Yeah. It's like concave.
Concavity.
The opposite of a dome is a bowl.
Okay,
A
yes,
bowl,
bowl.
yes.
So it's like a dirt bowl. Sorry. Words. So yeah, so there's a dirt bowl. So you don't see anything. Though roll sanity checks.
Piss check. Oh. Terry got a 15.
13
10.
for Teresa.
Okay.
10.
Everybody but Fan Club Dango, you guys feel as though, even though you don't see anything, you're pretty sure it's still there.
We'll keep light on it.
Okay.
Motel 6
Well,
this shit.
I think everything's fine. Look, I'm going to walk down there and show you.
I turned the lights off real quick.
Yeah, immediately.
And turned them on. I guess he was wrong.
Let that be a lesson to you, everybody who's staying here to guard here for the rest of your lives.
If you walk down there, you definitely feel as though you, like, something is
dread
piercing
presence?
through the bottom of your shoes
I don't like it.
Ow!
and burrowing up inside your
No,
body
thank
Somebody
you.
left a whole bunch of nails down here.
to drain out your innards.
Don't.
Ow.
It's gonna liquefy you,
Yeah,
Fen.
It's definitely liquefying you right now.
Oh, my liquids.
It's going to turn you into
know what?
a pork
You can
cube.
you rolled athletics to jump out of the hole.
Just shoot him.
5.
I'm going to
You don't.
taekwondo kick it right back in.
Your bottom half.
liquids.
So you go to jump, and your top half just falls off the front half, and you fall face first into the bowl. So more of those little tendrils pop up through your face, and they just turn you into a
That's
skeleton.
awful.
Yeah, slurp you up real good
We're
in
gonna
a
need a
matter of moments.
Steady supply of bulbs,
Couldn't we just build like
Fluorescent
a
lights?
dome? A light
a
dome?
light dome.
You could build
You
a
change
dome
the
here.
bulbs on it as needed.
You could also remove it from this area.
Or we could dig it out.
You could.
We could try to excavate it with a light dome on top of it.
We
Yeah.
have all those
Take it to a foundation,
bulldozers
Could.
and caterpillars up there.
and then we'll put it in a secure room at the bottom of a facility
a facility. It's a
Sicilian
facility.
facility.
Sicilian
Yeah.
facility.
in New York.
Yeah. So, so you dig it up. You're very careful to keep lights on it and everything like that. Are you doing any contingencies to make sure nothing goes wrong with the lights?
Gonna send it to Philadelphia.
We've got a
That's not an answer to the question.
we've got a steady
Pico.
stream of bulb changes being brought to
Okay. I wasn't really talking about the bulbs, but that's fine.
and
that is a
an
contingency you can do.
electricity generator truck next to it.
You know what? We're gonna bring it to the facility that's near a nuclear power plant,
Okay.
so that the running water on the river keeps the lights going at all time.
Voice and Head General Hieronymus Moosh here. We got the nuclear power plant there. We got geothermal. We got a gasoline generator backup. We got solar. We got wind, and we've hiked into the hydroelectric dam nearby too.
Okay. So you guys contain this
And we got a fat
anomaly
guy on a treadmill.
in a room. Eventually you remove the dirt and everything, and there's always just you put something like there's always just this little thing of darkness that's hiding,
swirling ball.
and the lights stay on to make
Does
sure
it
that
believe in a
anywhere.
thing called love?
It doesn't, from what you can tell. But it does seem to be very, very intelligent and also able to split itself apart if need be. But yeah, as long as you have multiple contingencies in place, it does not manage to escape. And the SCP designates this one as 575, otherwise known as Predatory Darkness. And with that, we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
Teresa wins again. This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers Big Jim, the Knucklord, Chronic Skinner, B-Mail, Disgruntled Furniture, Chris Wisdom, Shinigami, Lost Slimy, Jay Squeezy, Scabby Goose, and Old God King Toasty Bomb.
May his enemies be liquefied in darkness. Get swole.
Fab.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. You want to support us? Go to our favorite websites, FreedomValleyHorsePace.com, DickBlood.club, BuyTheseViagra.com, LouisianaPocketGopher.com, DamnYouDentist.com, MeepsCreeps.com, PartyMormon.com, ChongoGrande.com, ChugYourMilk.com, DaddyDentist.com, RowellsMovingCastle.com, WarMonkey.pizza, FleshDozer.com, MooshCoffee.com, or simply Patreon.com/WatchPodcast. Want to support us but can't do it financially? Head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get our show. Leave us a 5-star review. Thank you to Tal Shi and the Mod Squad over in our free Discord. Forging Winton, Shinigami, Daito, Goodfill, Bread, Captain Hygiene, and Spooks of the Tuna. Thank you to Gozer, featuring Lonnie from the Forensic Polaroids for our theme song. Find them both on Spotify. Thank you to Swan for album art. She's all over the internet at a swan named Emily. Send something to the show at P.O. Box 3178, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania 17325, and Chonks will open it up here on stream. We also have a store. We're
Freestyle.
It's like a review?
I've updated it. And you can get to that store by going to bigtittymonkey.shop and pick up shirts, stickers, whatever you want. And as always,
When you're on a dark daytime stroll in the woods with your friends, and one of them begins the dark incantations of the late sorcerer Vitus Spatiforus, and you gotta put one in the back of his dome, scream Botched, and we'll betray you.
we'll pick you next week, nerds.
That's the sound pitch.